After much anticipation, we finally have it in-game. The Sun Wukong event is live. So with that, we have this fantastic little storyline that you can progress through and get yourself some pretty cool rewards. We also have a daily login, which gives us the skin for him as well that looks absolutely fantastic. And then this is the limited time summoning here. So if you're curious, this is how the skin looks, and you get it just for signing in on the 3rd day, which is pretty awesome. And it looks absolutely fantastic. He's got like the big pillar on him there, and he's all flamey and stuff like that. Super, super cool. This guy looks absolutely insane in the game as well. So what we're going to be doing, I'm going to be opening for the 200 summons on this banner, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch over and try to get Eris with any sort of spare resources we might have. In terms of champions I'm looking for, heroes I'm looking for, nothing too particular. I am essentially just looking for, of course, you know, Sun Wukong, and then, of course, any sort of duplicate champion that I might be able to empower. Also looking for a Hatsut. She still evades my account somehow. We get a legendary first 10 pull. Let's see what it is. It'd be a little bit disappointing if it's Wukong, I'm not going to lie, but we'll see what it is here. Of course, we are looking for the epics for the fusion as well. We get Wukong on the first 10 pull. Are you serious? I should not complain, because that is, like, you know, obviously pretty good. My event is over. I can now save or whatever, but that's also at the same time very disappointing, because I was hoping to get, like, you know, a legendary or 2 legendaries, and then I finally get to the 200, and then I get Sun Wukong at that point. Sun Wukong, I'm undecided how I want to say it, but we get him. He looks pretty fantastic so far. I'm joining basically everybody on the platform right now. There's so many summoning videos out there, right? So this isn't exactly unique content, to say the least, but here he is in all his glory. So the question is now, do we keep pulling on his banner for a little bit, or do we go straight to pulling on the Eris? Well, I don't know a whole lot about Eris, to be completely honest. He looks absolutely cool. I know people are pretty high on him. What I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to keep pulling. So I'm going to do my 130 shards on the Sage's Invocation, which will give me another decent chance to get a legendary, and it'd be pretty cool if it was him. And then we'll do some pulling on the special Invocation of Spirits, just to see what we can get there. So nothing but rares here. We're just going to go ahead and skip through. Nothing too interesting there. I'm going to be probably maxing out the summoning events too, which is going to be pretty cool. We get an epic on this opening. What do we get? We get a Cyrene. I have a fully awakened and, you know, built out Cyrene that I use all the time in the arena, so I'm not really too interested in her. On the last event that had occurred, the last banner essentially, I did actually go ahead and pull a Zarus as well, who has been absolutely insane inside the arena currently, so I'm very happy to see that. I'm probably going to be doing a showcase on him at some point soon here. We have 70 more that we can pull. Let's go ahead and see if we can get something decent here. We get some more epics. We get some more rares as well. Again, it'd be nice if these epics were some of the epics for the fusion, for the Salazar fusion specifically. I can complete the Salazar fusion at this point, but I don't have duplicates of the epics, so it'd be sacrificing some of my 6-star, you know, awakened champions, which I don't particularly want to do. So we'll see if we can keep pulling here. This is another legendary. Let's go. Hopefully this one is Sun Wukong as well. That would be pretty nice. I would be pretty happy with that, getting him A1'd. We get Zarus. We get Zarus as a legendary. I'm okay with this, honestly. Zarus, if you're unfamiliar, he has a very strong awakening for his A1. So I am super okay with pulling that. That is 100% a-okay with me. I do not mind whatsoever. He's not on the 15x, obviously, which is a bit of a shame, but just how insanely good he is going to do work on my account, especially inside the arena. I already went up like a full rank and a half after building him out, and I don't have him booked, awakened. I just have him built out with gear. Is this another legendary? It is. We're getting some insanely good rates today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and see what we pull this time. Is it going to be Sun Wukong? Is it going to be Eloin? I have an Eloin, but it'd be cool to empower her. It is Pharisee. A little bit less hyped about that. I shan't lie. I do use Pharisee. every week inside my Guild Boss 2 teams, so that's certainly not too bad. Do I want him awakened, though? That is a bit more debatable. And we had another legendary. We have, what, like 130 shards, 150 shards, something like that. We've got like 4 legendaries already. This is absolutely insane. It's Kriya, so it kind of balances out, right? Like, she's pretty not good. So, you know, if we're going to get a lot of legendaries, I guess they had to make it a bit more fair for everybody. But this is a 100% free-to-play account, right? So keep that in mind. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do some sells here as well. So we got 1,500 gems coming through. We're also going to go ahead and sell some of these epics that we don't need here. So yeah, none of these epics are for the fusion. So let's go ahead. Let's just get rid of those and let's keep opening here. So with my gems, I have roughly 100 pulls remaining. So I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to do maybe 5 more pulls on here and just kind of see how it goes. So we got the first 5 coming up, or the first 10 rather. So we got 4 more pulls after this on this banner. And then we're going to switch banners and finish out basically with the gems that I have. And then we're going to go back into gem saving mode and wait for the next exclusive hero. Because that's pretty much what the game comes down to for me at this point. Is just, you know, go for the exclusive heroes and then wait for the next summoning event and kind of go from there. And it's honestly a good cycle to be in, because then you don't have to worry about getting tempted by, you know, some random BS banner that's coming through. We get yet another legendary. This is absolutely insane. Holy moly. And it is another Zaris. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. This guy was just on rate up, but that is insane. Holy moly. Okay, his A3 awakening is a little bit weaker. But that is just absolutely insane. Getting the extra attack on him is going to be so strong as well. Like, it's hard to underestimate, or hard to overstate rather, how strong that's going to be on him. We'll do one more pull on this particular banner. If we don't get Sun Wukong in this pull, it's not meant to be, unfortunately. So it's not. It is what it is. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch banners here, and we're going to start pulling on the regular Invocation of Spirits and see what we can make happen. So we got the Cetrum, and then we got the new guy whose name I've already forgot. Now, I do have Cetrum. Not really interested in getting another copy of him. I don't use him really anywhere on my account. I used him when I first pulled him. I was very excited about him because I thought he was going to be good for my Guild Boss content, but I hit the 50k blood mark without use of Cetrum whatsoever. I'm probably going to do a video on that at some point. Make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. This is a fairly new channel still, so any sort of subscriptions, likes, comments, anything like that that you guys can do to interact with the content goes an absolutely so far in terms of YouTube just pushing it out on people's feeds. It's kind of how the algorithm works. Just any sort of activity on the video really boosts it up, right? So if you can find it in your heart to go ahead and do that, that would be awesome. So let's go ahead. We got a few more pulls that we can make here. We got at least 2 more 10 pulls, and then we can go ahead and sell these rares and then get, you know, probably at least 10 more pulls as well, which will be pretty nice. So we got 1 more after this, and then we'll kind of see what's happening. This one's rolling up a bit specially. It is an epic, so nothing too crazy here. I do absolutely love how the game lets you know, like, what you're getting before you get it, if that makes sense. So I come from Raid Shadow Legends, where when you do a 10 pull, we're getting another legendary. Here we go. This is insane rates today. This is so insane. I swear, if it's another Zaris, who is this? Is this Valkyra? I haven't seen her cutscene, but I also don't have her, so this might be Valkyra. If it is, my AoE team is definitely going through the roof, that's for sure. I don't know who this is. I think that's who it is. That's who it looks like. But again, I have not seen her her cutscene, but I'm almost 100% certain that's who it is. I think that's how you say her name, at least. This is a very cool cutscene, actually. Holy moly. And she's transforming. She's got the wings. I think that's who it is. I'm pretty sure this hero is supposed to be, like, one of the most common drops for legendary heroes or something like that. Like, she's in the common pool or whatnot, but I have not pulled her yet, so this is going to be a new champion for me as well. These cutscenes are cool, but sometimes I find they're a little bit overdone. Yeah, that's who it is. So, as I was saying, though, I do like how they show you what you're getting before you get it. So, with Raid Shadow Legends, for example, you don't know, because you do a 10 pull and it always looks the same. You have to wait for every individual shard to play out, and I think that's a little bit less hype, because when you know that you're getting a legendary, it's like, where's the legendary going to be? Who is the legendary? Like, it just builds more hype in you, right? Like, that's what I think, at least. So let me know if you disagree with me. I'm sure a lot of people will actually disagree with that. That is a new legendary. So already we have Sun Wukong, we have Valkyria as new heroes. Did we get any other new ones? I don't think we did. Everything else was a duplicate. Percy's a duplicate, 2 Zaruses. We got the Kriya, who's also a duplicate. So it is what it is. That being said, we're going to go ahead and sell, and we have at least 2 more pulls coming through here. So let's go ahead and let's do that. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to do on this special banner. And my God, it was hard. Are you serious? We get another legendary, people. Another legendary. This is absolutely insane. This is the content creator luck that they are talking about. I don't know this guy. This guy was just added to the game not too long ago, I think. I don't know him, though. I don't know him at all. What does he do? So he's a Northerner Glacius. He kind of looks like, you know, your starting champion, but like, you know, a little bit cooler. Basic attack inflicts slow upon hit with a 20% chance to additionally inflict freeze for 2 seconds. Deals 20% increased damage to targets inflicted with slow and 20% increased damage. Okay, cool. Basic attack just deals damage. Ultimate, when activated, increases attack range and turns basic attack into 3 consecutive strikes, with each strike dealing 90% damage to random enemies in range. For every 1% max HP of shield strength owned, increases damage by 1% up to 100%. Okay. Gains a shield equal to 20% of max HP every 30 seconds, lasting 10. Each time damage is taken, reduces cooldown by 1 second up to 12 seconds. That is very cool. When the ultimate is activated, this effect triggers immediately and increases the shield strength obtained to... I can't talk. Shield strength obtained to 40%. This hero possesses freeze immunity. Interesting. Is there really anywhere in the game right now that we get frozen? I don't know about that, actually. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't think we do in the gear dungeons. Granted, I haven't beaten the high-level gear dungeons, so I don't know for sure. If the target immune to freeze, triggered by the talent of the hero, inflicts Eye of Winter on them for 3 seconds. Glacius regards this target as inflicted with freeze. Interesting. So he's either freezing them and doing extra damage, or if they can't be frozen, he says, screw you, you're frozen, and he does extra damage anyways. That is pretty cool, actually. That seems like a very cool kit. What are the reviews? Decidedly less cool. If you guys have him, let me know down below what you think of him. If you use him, all those sorts of good things. We got another poll coming in here. It's at least an epic. Thought that was going to go legendary again. I would have been just absolutely over the moon if it was. We get Yankar, I think is how you would say that. What do we have coming in here? We have 2 mythic extracts. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check if I can clear out some heroes for gems. Essentially, we only get 180 there, unfortunately, so it doesn't look like we're going to be doing any more summonings. This is Gary from the future, the past, whatever it is. This is Gary recording after I just recorded the summonings from the last segment you've seen. I didn't realize that I still had all the event points to claim, which has gotten me 2 legendary summoning crystals as well as 1900 diamonds, so we can actually go ahead and pull some more champions here, hopefully. I'm definitely going to be doing that. The Arrival of Heroes also finished, so I get an ancient summoning crystal as well as some more diamonds from this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep pulling on this new banner here. We have at least 2 10 pulls that we can do, and then we also have 2 of the legendaries there as well. It'd be pretty cool if we get enough rares to actually sell back and get another opening, but I honestly don't think we're going to, unless this is like a 10 pull of rares here, which I certainly wouldn't be complaining about. We're doing pretty well so far. And yeah, I think we might be done, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and check, though, just before we open those legendary crystals. Let's go ahead and see here. 240, my gosh, we are so close to being able to get another 10 pull here. If we go to the Spiritual Altar, yeah, we've already basically maxed it out. Just at 15k, we'll get an additional legendary skill crystal, which I think is definitely worth it. It's been a while since I pulled a legendary from one of these crystals or shards, so that would be pretty cool. Esme, hello. She is a very cool looking hero. Unfortunately, she is decidedly not that good inside the game since they reworked, what is it, poison she has in her kit. People are kind of questionable on her these days. It's just 2 epics, unfortunately. We get a Nazim and an Esme. So that kind of tapers out the excitement, but let's go ahead and let's go into the closing thoughts that I had from the previous video. That being said, though, this was just such an absolutely successful summoning spree or a summoning session that I cannot complain. I have like 3 new legendaries to build out. This is absolutely incredible. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Let me know if you have these heroes down below and where you use them, how you build them, all those sorts of good things. I'd also love if you hopped into my Discord, which should be linked down below, and go ahead and share those builds. That being said, thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.